When you're accused of doing something serious online, your back is up against the wall, and you will have to prove your innocence by fighting tooth and nail for it. Many who have been under fire have beat the allegations against them with superb arguments or files on top of files of evidence, and that's because they know their reputation and their livelihood is on the line. So, how do you react when a Sonic YouTuber gets accused of grooming, and they respond by saying that they were haunted and possessed by a pedophile ghost? Let me just counter the fact that I've just learned that the house I'm living in is haunted. I've practiced psychic stuff in the past, and sometimes even now, so all of what has been said about me, or my past, I may have been possessed, since I don't remember doing any of that. There may be some dark entity manipulating how I think. Now that I know of its existence, I'm already looking at moving house. I don't want this entity to hurt my life more than it has done, so all this sexual misconduct stuff, forget it. That is not me. This may be hard to believe at first, but that's how it is. Possession by a pedo spirit. So, who is the accused individual and supposed victim of hauntings by sex offenders? Well, his name is Supersonic Glitchy 3, or SSG3, who at the time of his accusations in 2021 was a British 23-year-old Sonic YouTuber. I know we might be punching low at a channel with 2,500 subscribers, but SSG3 was online since 2017, and had been working as part of the development for the 3D fan game Sonic Robo Blast 2. A lot of his posts that you can still see nowadays are just Nintendo Switch clips and gameplay streams. This is probably the most uninteresting guy who reacted in the most absurd way.
Liz, I'm back. But looks like the stream had to start up again. Don't know why that happened. Maybe an internet issue?
The allegations against SSJ3 started in late 2020, when it was revealed that he'd been messaging a girl back in 2016 when she was 11 and he was 15, with their relationship persisting for 3 years, up to when he was 18 and she was 14. Even to this day, we don't have extensive details on all of the messages and how these two met, and that's because, in a surprising moment of maturity, this situation was actually being handled through the authorities, so certain DMs have not been released to the public to this day. But as for the DMs we do have, well, listen for yourself. Hell yeah, I'll help your horny side. By the way, odd subject change, but you're gonna look at IRL hentai yet? Wait, isn't IRL hentai just porn? Oh, whatever, let's move on. I was 11 when you started talking to me, and you've spoken to other minors sexually, including my boyfriend. I'll admit that I haven't matured enough yet. You're an adult, you have no excuse for what you've done to me, and others possibly. But if you allow me to shape up, I'll be sure not to do it again, and I promise that. Cross my heart. And, how are things in terms of NSFW stuff with him? Not exchanged anything yet, I assume? It's been over a month, we don't do anything NSFW. So, nothing as of now then. That's fine. Considering what I scarred you with when I was with you, I'm surprised you didn't tease them about it, at least. It would be weird considering the fact you're both not old yet, yet when we was a thing, you didn't seem to care less about that once you warmed up to me. Someday we can reunite, and hopefully get back together permanently, because I actually am starting to miss your company a lot. Maybe. Please? We've had some time to think about this. And I promise I will moan out loud while my pee-pee's inside of you. Won't complain about how long you have to wait until you can be here. Guess I'd defo get with you the moment you're here fully. Not just to give you warm cummies. What? Not just to give you warm cummies, but nice snuggles too. And don't forget the gaming. We'll see. Cause not gonna lie, I look up to you as much as you look up to me. Oh, you look up to me? Look, I'm prepared to wait until they're legal. I just need a friend. I'm serious about this. Wear that near me, and I'll kill you. Then eat you till there's nothing left. This isn't the Sebastian fellow at all. This is genuine hate for the cosplay that looks like you came out the sewers after living there for years. Other claims made about these DMs are that SSG3 apparently sent her pictures of his dick, threatened to rape her, threatened to rape his own sister, wanted to shit in the girl's mouth. Whether that was intended for pleasure or as a threat, I don't really know, but if this is true, this is easily one of the most disgusting and unhinged pedophiles we have ever seen online. Makes a lot more sense why this is sent to the authorities and while certain DMs have been withheld, probably because of legal reasons. When contact was cut off when this girl either realized she'd been groomed or someone else intervened, word started spreading around the community to the point where SSG3's younger sister was being told on Roblox games about what her older brother was doing. Damn it. Things are getting real. Now people are harassing my sis about me online. Time to confront them personally. No mercy. I mean it. This ends now. What happened? It's T. Who? What's going on? Ivy would know. Do you want to DM and tell me? No, this is getting serious. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why would she go to such lengths just to expose me, or rather the old me, to harass my sis about me on Bloxburg of all things? Why is she's not even related to the situation? I'm threatening her now. She does this again and I'm calling the cops. I hope I can properly get them under control. For the love of God, I will not let my past self be my downfall. Time to man up around here. TLDR, past me was a pedo towards T, but since my mind was still young and innocent, I thought it was fine. Now I realise about it, I've stopped. That's all, and this has been half a year ago. Due to issues with my mental development thanks to my autism, oof, I know. This may sound, I don't know. But let's just say I'll be 22 next May. So you're 21 at the moment? How old was this T person? Let me just DM this part. Okay, alright buddy, that's not helping your case there. There's also these messages from January 2021. The heck, I'm like 15, you're like 20, that won't ever work. 21, actually, but age doesn't matter for both adults to go nuts. Also, to be perfectly honest, 16 is considered legal enough, so it's no big deal. It's still morally incorrect though, so don't get any hopes on me. Fuck morals. If two adults / two people 16 plus want to do each other, they can go wild. You might want to tell that to the local authorities. On the 7th of March 2021, an announcement was made on the Sonic Roboblast 2 server. Hey, nobody likes to hear these, so I'll keep it short. User SSG3 has been banned from the card and vanilla communities for sexual misconduct involving minors. This announcement is intended to raise awareness and reduce the harm they can cause on other platforms. SSG3, who was somehow still in the server, was pressed on why exactly he would do this, and despite earlier admitting that he was a pedo, he decided to try and enlighten the people on his misfortunes of being haunted by pedophiles. This entire thing is both infuriating because it's such a pathetic attempt to weasel out of responsibility for disgusting actions, but also it's incredibly hilarious because the idea of someone saying they got possessed by a pedo ghost will never not be funny. I think I may know the answer, and this only came up last night. I just learned that the house I'm living in is haunted, and since I've done some psychic stuff in the past, and even now, I may have actually been possessed. Just check the announcements, since what happened wasn't me in the flesh, but anywho, don't worry about me, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Whoa, wait, who? I've never met you lot, okay? No, seriously, I'm so confused. Fucking possession, do you think that would cut it? Question mark? I wouldn't be so sure. You see, last night I was sitting on my sofa with me mum, nothing usual going on. Suddenly, one of us felt a cold chill, then back, and an odd feeling in the same area of our chests. My sister then sat there and felt the same thing. That means nothing, you ruined a child's life. I've practiced psychic connections with spirits in the past. You've said you want to rape her. It's the fact that you can't even deny it. I don't remember that. Don't remember what? Shoving a penis in front of a child? Right. Stuff like that would be completely out of order. I'd never do that to anyone. Then why do I have an image of it? Literal proof that they gave me. I actually don't remember doing anything.
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
Seemingly realizing that literally no one is going to buy his excuse, SSG3 changed its tune to instead say that he's actually got a split personality. There's been something else I've been suffering with back when I was a kid as well. No one believes you anymore. They were 14 and you knew this very well. I might consider going to a doctor, since I may have a split personality or dissociation disorder. I've done my research on it. Apparently when I undergo extreme stress, I go into some sort of blackout, and have amnesia of the whole ordeal. If I ever did anything even remotely like that, I would know, but I don't. And if that did happen, I'm so sorry. I have no idea what to say. What do you mean? I don't remember you two, so... Again, this isn't really that much different. He's gone from the I was haunted excuse to the I just have a split personality who likes kids excuse. Which, I mean, isn't that worse? If SSG3 somehow actually has a personality that likes kids, clearly from what we're hearing, he can't control the personality. And if you can't control yourself around kids, newsflash, you're a pedophile. And also, if we're believing everything the girl said, they were together for 3 years. At that point, if your evil, child-loving personality is in a relationship with a kid for 3 years, I think that might just be your standard personality. I think you might just be a pedo. Skimmed and scanned. Said nothing of the sort. That can't be me. They literally have screenshots of your face. That's horrible. Then why? Why can't I remember anything? Because you're a liar. I'm telling you, I always tell people the truth, even during a global pandemic. Huh? How do you know my name? Seriously, I don't remember. Quit it. But I don't. Seriously. If anyone I knew did anything like that, I'd block all communication and never see them again. Or speak to them. Or anything. That's just wrong and very inappropriate. Said you want to shit in T's mouth? I'm having fun at this point. I don't remember that either. Also, no. Gross. Who would ever do that? You, clearly. I wouldn't ever do that. Seriously, I'm trying my absolute hardest to think back, but all I see is nothing. When I do, it feels like I'm floating without a body in some sort of dark void. Having explained that he's having some trouble with keeping out Casper the kid-friendly ghost, SSG3 pulls a guilt trip and tells us just how bad his life is, because that will make us forget the sexual messages with the 14-year-old. And I know you lot wouldn't care at this point, I can't change that, but I've been suffering from depression for as long as I can remember, being on prescribed pills from a doctor that's far away compared to my local doctors. We know. I just hope the pills haven't given me the side effects of amnesia. And to be honest, I've thought about suicide myself. The world at me feels like everywhere I go, I'm just gonna suffer. At this point, I've stopped fighting it. The only thing stopping me is probably the 75 milligrams of tablets, but I don't know how long even that will hold. I didn't even want to eat last night. Honestly, it hasn't even slipped my mind that I've wanted to end my own life. What's the point when all I'm here for is to suffer? Preying on kids, clearly. I wouldn't do that in a million years, but you did, and there's proof. Didn't I say I don't remember a thing of what's happened? I literally don't care anymore. I'm well aware you don't care about that. Honestly, I might just starve myself to death. I don't deserve a life where I suffer. Why can't I just live a normal, happy life? Why do I have to suffer literally everything going it? Through school bullies, through lack of educational needs, through my hobbies of gaming and tennis, to which I don't get any happiness from anymore. I don't remember that. 1,000,000% serious. Cry, I'd rather be dead. Right, I can't be arsed anymore. I love how this guy's complaining about how he can't live a normal, happy life, and brings up examples of getting bullied in school or not enjoying something he used to enjoy, as if that's not something that loads of people experience. Yeah, fucker, lots of people get bullied, but that's not making an army of pedos. Just end me already. End my suffering. What's the point in life? When I get nothing but hatred for all I do, all that I can remember, and all the stuff I'm unable to remember, just comes along to crush it all again to dust. Just don't bother about me, don't care about me, don't do anything to try and make me happy. It won't work anymore. I'm finished with life. That's enough. Just don't bother anymore. I'm done with life. You've done enough damage as it is. Stuff I can't remember, what's the point? It's not an act. I actually want to kill myself right now. Not like you two seem to care. You two must love making people suffer the same way I do. If I can't remember, that's it. Laugh at me all you want. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. And I don't remember that either. How many more times must I repeat myself in order to get a message across? Can you lot just forget I even exist anymore? I don't want to live. I don't want to care about living. I just want everyone to be happy, to not worry about me. My past I can't remember, everything. And to anyone who's still defending me, stop. I just don't want it. I don't want life. I just want my corner to not exist. Okay, we're just gonna skip ahead. I don't know about you, but I really don't want to listen to 20 more messages of a pedo groveling about how he wants to end his life. We already know, and no one really cares, because it's being brought up as a response to grooming accusations. On the 12th of March, SSG3 would make an announcement to his own Discord server. Add everyone. I suppose another announcement is in order. This will be a long one, so sit tight. Amnesia may have made it difficult for me to remember my past, and as much as I am in denial about all this, I do admit that was a version of me in the past, and it's one I don't want to be known as. I am terribly sorry for letting everyone down here. Looking back at the images with a clearer mind made me wonder though, did I not know their age at first? If so, I may have accidentally got myself into some deep trouble. As for the rumours of those other two, you can scratch them out. There's nothing of the sort. And as for the dissociative disorder I might have, it didn't help, but it wasn't the main cause of this. It's hard to keep track of everyone when you start to gain a following online. Makes me wonder if I have some sort of amnesiac syndrome that's gone undiagnosed for all this time. May check that out later. Because of that, people I know may have replaced the knowledge of other people and made memories of them fuzzy or completely forgotten. In this case, it wasn't for the best. I'm ashamed of myself because of this. I just hope there's a way forward for me, not just in the SRB2 and CART community, but also for you guys. This is a hard lesson to learn, and one I'm not going to do again. As much as this may have damaged me, I'm willing to try and forgive myself for what I've done, and I hope all of you can understand and do the same. After all, everyone deserves a second chance. I don't want to be known as someone like this. I don't want anyone else to copy my past self either. Just be aware that there may be others out there that take pride in this, and wouldn't admit to it at all. Those who take pride in this, well, they must be stopped. I'll say this again, I'm terribly sorry for my actions in the past, I've learnt my lesson the hard way, and I'll not make this mistake again. Whatever happens, I hope we can still move forward, as a community and as friends. I mean, didn't you also claim you were possessed by a pedo ghost, but then you claim to have amnesia/DID? I don't know if it's just me, but the stuff isn't adding up. Like I said in the announcement, the possession has got nothing to do with the situation, but I must admit that it's still evil and thinks opposite of me. Below his announcement, SSG3 was right. One thing's for sure though, I don't want any of this ordeal from now on to be mentioned in social media of any kind. Yes, even YouTube videos and podcasts. If I find out about any of that, well, I won't be happy, and I want it taken down. Like I said, I don't want to be known by my actions in the past. Please understand that. Back when this happened in 2021, SSG3's demands were obviously not respected, getting all the way to being covered by the likes of Kaneko Kitten and Boblax.
Like, it literally sounds like something out of like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. It's genuinely that stupid. I can't even begin to describe, and it's hard to believe because it's so stupid, but it is real. This is a real excuse someone tried to make towards these actions.
Boblax's video came out first, and SSG3 would respond by immediately threatening to take the video down. But it's your exact Discord ID. Unless you were hacked, I don't think that's going to back you up. Good thing I made an alt earlier. Different username and all that. Wait, when did you make them? Before the server was raided. So, before the Boblax video, I'm guessing. I'm still going to report his video and take legal action to delete the video. Again, this unsurprisingly went nowhere because SSG3 is a noncy nobody who lives in the UK, and Boblax is an established YouTuber who lives in the US. Shocker that this guy didn't manage to get his international lawsuit go through. SSG3 also threatened to call the cops on the people who leaked his private Steam group for invasion of privacy. You traitor. Don't go speaking to me ever again. You're permanently banned. I can't believe you're working for those idiots. Why did you leak my Steam group? Why are you encouraging these brats to make my life hell? I don't want answers. You're blocked and permanently banned. Hope you rot in hell with the rest of these dorks. And I guess he got his revenge because he would flag down a detractor's Discord server for raiding. But you've probably noticed that all of SSG3's responses and arguments have been via Discord, which is actually somewhat fitting that someone like this would use Discord so much. At the time, his last post on his YouTube channel had been uploaded a month before everything happened, and his last post on Twitter was a Luigi's Mansion 3 clip posted at the start of 2021. Just poetic, isn't it? But SSG3 would make his grand return to public life on April 6th, with a new paint job on his Discord profile picture and a post to his community tab. Just a note on the whole thing about me that's been going on. I'm not being haunted whatsoever. I've had blackouts when I went to the hospital, twice about a condition that may have gone undiagnosed my entire life. None of what you've seen online was really me in the flesh, but a possible dissociative disorder that has given me amnesia over the whole thing. No matter how severe something may be, don't go harassing me, even in video games, about any of this. It's just gonna go unnoticed and could get you into trouble for harassment. I'm doing all I can to clear my name, to prove my innocence, just bear with me. And as for when this is brought to my attention, I may have had a few panic attacks. No bueno. Sometimes not even I know who I am, 50% of the time. Either way, I'll do all I can to prove that none of what is out there is really me. And like I said, keep an eye out for when I get this diagnosis. I'm 99% sure I have a disorder that has gone undiagnosed all this time, and I'll do whatever I can to get this. Such a heavy accusation on something I don't remember doing really grates on me, and I don't want to be known as such. He posted again with another update a couple of weeks later, saying, "Well, I'm back with some news. I've been referred again to further investigate my condition. Signs are pointing to my predictions of a dissociative disorder being correct, but no diagnosis as of today. Not the result I was looking for, but they booked me in for Wednesday. No image proof of diagnosis as of yet, but signs are pointing to the right direction. Finally, some good news for me." Again, does he not understand that his belated attempt for innocence, that either way this turns out, it's not going to look good? If he doesn't get diagnosed, then his excuse falls apart, but if he does get diagnosed, that means that he has an alter that sex kids that he has no control over, so he's not going to be let into any spaces with minors anyway. In terms of other news, I'm considering posting more videos to help keep my mind off of this. It's been stressful enough and I want to at least have a good birthday back at home. I know it's more brief than my other posts, don't worry, more will come when I get more news. In the meantime, I found a video that may be worth watching about all this. And I mean, what else would you expect?
Now, if we have a little gander at this, he says that he's been possessed by the Pedo spirit. Now,
whenever you get possessed, you lose entire control of your body. You can't be in control of your actions by being possessed.
well, I mean, exactly. Like, if you look at precedents, for example, like I believe the Jamestown suicide, the New Zealand shooting, 9/11 even, they were all reportedly possessed. I mean, well, there's two things. One, that is just hogwash. That is hearsay. And two, hypothetically, if that is correct, it is a natural thing in society for a man to love his own sister.
Stunning analysis, as always, from Adolf Himmler. I think it's really apparent that this is just two guys trolling for laughs. They're literally making jokey arguments that no one in their right mind would believe, and the fact that SSG3 even reposted it almost calls into question whether this entire thing is just a troll. But considering that he's been doing these streams and videos for years at this point, trying to build an online brand, I think he might just be a fucking idiot. Our good friend Adolf Himmler also posted an interview with one of SSG3's supposed friends, where the background music is way too loud, and the interviewee, the 13-year-old Mark, reads out a poem that SSG3 made with him.
It is labeled My Desires by Mark. I am the mighty boar. I see the cum sore. It splatters the door.
SSG3's last post was in late 2021, where he said, 3 Wednesdays in a row and still nothing new. This is getting a bit annoying of a wait to be seen. In other news, I had to make a new Discord account, so the battle between them isn't over yet. Don't expect me to reveal it anytime soon. Not until I trust that nothing will happen to it. Short update to say that I haven't forgot about this, and won't do until my name is clear again, even if this takes me to my grave. Adios. Since then, we've got a total number of 0 updates on how this guy is a supposed secret dissociative pedo personality. He was still active as of September 2022, inquiring about Fortnite deploy animations and issues on Super Mario 3D All-Stars, but since then you can only find a glimpse of him on Roblox, under the name of Mario9293. Before we wrap up, I want to take a look at one more set of Discord messages. Turns out that a month before his grooming was exposed, SSG3 was banned from another Discord server for, I guess, saying the N-word. And he used the same excuse he said before. Oh come on, buckle up, admin that banned me just now. I have a reason for said outburst and toxicity, and the reason isn't me, and it's due to something that I've developed out of the game. Unfortunately, I lost control of my own actions, and my dissociative disorder took over. I'm terribly sorry, but I don't remember anything of what happened during it. But I know that he is the literal opposite of what I am. At times of great stress, I lose control, and everything that I do isn't remembered when I come to. Admin, I have a medical reason for saying the N-word. Obviously, I think we're all in agreement that he wasn't possessed by a pedo spirit, although I would love for him to post a video trying to prove his house is actually haunted with the ghosts of pedophile past. But these DMs kinda show the difference. When he's been confronted on saying the N-word, he's very upfront that he doesn't know anything. But when he's being confronted on pedophilia allegations, he acts dazed and confused and eventually suicidal. SSG3 may very well have a personality disorder. I can't say whether he does or doesn't, because I'm far from a medical professional. But regardless of whether he does, I think he's very aware on how to manipulate the situation in his favour. He knows that he can try and weasel his way out of a situation. It's just that he's stone cold dumb, so thankfully the execution is far from perfect. The Sonic community doesn't have as many groomers and pedophiles as other communities, but abundance is exchanged for utter eccentricity. There is no other community where you could find someone who claims they're being haunted by a pedo ghost, or someone who fucks a plushie for 20 years, or someone who makes a Son Amy tribute video for a minor they were in a relationship with. SSG3 can at least have one thing to his name, and that is the most unique and puzzling pedo I've ever seen. And no, that is not a badge of honor. Until next time, stay safe and stay toasty.